And welcome back to Let's Play Pikmin 2, Episode 15. Now, hopefully I won't have the same problem that happened with Pokemon Emerald episodes like 13 through something. Or maybe actually 14 through something. Well, 14 through 17 actually. Because for whatever reason, if you remember back to like 2 years ago almost, maybe 1 year ago maybe, I don't know. The really old Fallout 3 and the Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic 06 episodes had a similar problem. The difference with that is, though the mic is automatically spliced with that, so the mic messed up with it. In this case, the mic did not mess up with the capture card. So, that means that you're gonna have to have some episodes of Pokemon Emerald, which will probably already uploaded by now, or at least the first ones, where there is not any voice. So, and now I'm just even more paranoid than usual. I'm paranoidly looking back to my recording thing to see, because I did see that problem in there and I mentioned it, and I should, like an idiot, I continued playing. I should have stopped. But anyways, you're not here to me to complain about other stuff. You're here to me read the Piklopedia, I guess. Considering I said last episode we would. Okay. Hairy Bulborb. Otherwise known as the Snow Bulborb. Hairy Bulborb. Oculus Kagiami follicus. Grubdog family. This subspecies of grubdog has a thick coat of soft white fur that obscures its abdominal markings. Fur also warms its vital organs, making the species well adapted to colder climates. However, its hair follicles are surprisingly frail, which can result in immediate hair loss if the creature is surprised. Remove all of the Bulborb's hair, wrap the beast in foil along with a half lemon, place it directly on the grill. Foil should protect this carcass from scorching. The lemon will give the meat an elegant hint of citrus. How delicious. I'm actually sort of hungry because we don't get dinner till in like 2 hours or something like that. Okay, so far recording hasn't fucked up. Hopefully that's a very rare thing, since that's the first time it's happened in over like 400 episodes of recording or so. Orange Bulborb, Oculus Kagiami Orangium, Grubdog family. This Bulborb species boasts a garish color pattern with deep orange body and black spots. Orange Bulborb's yellow bloodshot eyes make it clear that this grubdog is excessively edgy and high-strung, making it much easier to wake from deep sleep than other species in the Bulborb family. This Bulborb's meaty flanks make for salaciously savory steaks that should be missed. I'll miss them because I don't know about anyone else, but I have like horrible problems with like meat, like horrible luck with it. Like every single time I get a steak, unless it's like expensive and stuff like that and it's like super checked, but like here at least with the food we get, I always seem to have like a steak that's half fat, and I don't eat the fat obviously, well not obviously, but and then also chicken tenders, half the time it's either like has a lot of muscle in it, or like it's so thin that it's mostly bread and crust and like skin and stuff like that. One time I actually had a feather, like a full-on feather, sticking out of a chicken tender. Like it had all the muscle and stuff for controlling that feather or whatever, still in the chicken, so. Yeah, I don't eat chicken tenders anymore at our local area it's food stuff, whatever. Dwarf Orange Bulborb, Pansaris Pseudioculi Orangium, Redbug family. Since dwarf red bulborbs mimic the appearance of red bulborbs, theories that an orange bulborb mimicking variant must also exist. Some fieldwork has confirmed this theory. Although difficult to prepare, this exquisite creature is more than worth the effort. Great in fajitas. Fajitas? I don't know. Oh, you bulborb, you're annoying. Though I don't think we lost? We lost one Pikmin. Too many. Body bulborb, Oculus terribilis daticium. Grubdog family. A mid-sized subspecies within the grubdog family, Spotted Bulbor's unique feeding habits set it apart from other grubdogs. Spotted Bulbor patrols the set paths, searching for prey instead of passively feeding on creatures that wander into a limited territorial range. Entering Bulbor habitat is wise to proceed with extreme caution until the Bulbor's patrol path can be clearly identified, or just kill it before it becomes a problem. For an unrivaled green curry, peel away the spotty bulber's skin, pulverize the juicy innards, and stew until curiously fragrant. Dwarf bulber, Oculus terribilis, grubdog family. Grubdog larva in its third stage of development, this creature's body structure is nearing maturation. However, unlike mature bulbers, it has yet to claim its very own patrol route, and thus is dependent upon its parent for guarding directions. Remove innards, stuff with sage, and finally age prosecutio, and broil until golden brown. Ultimate crowd pleasers. Bulworm larva. Oculus bambini. Grubdog family. As the name implies, this creature is a bulborb in an early stage of development. Distinct bulborb coloration is yet to appear, but it already exhibits other uniquely bulborb characteristics. It is capable of hunting nourishment independently without the help of its parents. This meager creature offers little meat, but its eyeballs are a local delicacy. Try them with okra and a dollop of sour cream. Bulbmim. Parasiticus pigmenicus. Pikmin family. The only one we have on the list. Why don't we have blue Pikmin and all that stuff on here? This loathsome creature is in fact a parasitic form of Pikmin that has infected a bulborb. Unlike Pikmin that nest in Pikmin onions, this parasitic relative spends its life inside the body of a host, usually a bulborb. Juveniles fall in line and mimic the action of their parent until maturing to full independence. By burying its root-like limbs into the nervous system of the host bulborb, fusing with natural hormonal excretions, the bulbman is able to control virtually all of the host's bodily functions. The host's voracious appetite seems impossible to suppress. So that's probably why it actually attacks us. Grind the meat and season with allspice. What is allspice? Is that like all the spices? Salt and ground white pepper. Press the seasoned meat into meat satchels, then pan fry them with onions. Right after serving, smother the brats with Dijon mustard and sauerkraut. Buns are optional. American beetle larvae. I should stop reading it twice. Graniticus chiculini. Lithopod family. This specimen is a lithopod larva. This expedition was unable to confirm the existence of any mature lithopods, even though we killed them in the last game, leading to concerns that the species was extinct on this planet, but the discovery of the creature in larval form eased such concerns. Lithopods, like flint beetles, use internal metabacteria to aid chemical digestion. This metabacteria can only survive in certain environments, such as within the body of certain insects, so lithopod larvae do not contain any metabacteria immediately after hatching. However, feed on partially digested or regurgitated by mature lithopods, ensuring the larvae obtain metabacteria that they would not normally have acquired. Carefully remove every grain of sand, peel back the exoskeleton, and slurp heartily. Withering Blowhog, Sus discipretia. Blowhog family. The withering blowhog is a close relative of the pulpy blowhog, but its breath is significantly weaker. However, its breathing does contain a petal-withering plant hormone that causes flowers to instantly lose their petals. This breath has not been studied in detail, as the chemical compounds involved hold great promise for biotechnology sector. Hang this creature on a rack and sun-dry in a hot afternoon. When suitably crisp, grind the sun-dried beast into powder. It's a great substitute for cayenne or curry powder. Gatling Groink. Megaplod Calibraceae, unknown family. Why not just make your own family for it? This beastly predator, that's probably not how it works. Predator's aggressive ejection of high-speed projectiles make it one of the most fearsome creatures in the ecosystem. Its body seems to comprise of both biological and mechanical components. It presents one of the most evolutionarily advanced specimens ever observed. The chamber within the torso gives it rapid-fire biopellet launching capabilities. Appears to be a tail fin is in fact the base of its counterweight and ammunition cylinder. So immobilizing this appendage will prevent the groin from attacking, at least in theory. Confirmation of this suspicion remains elusive as nobody has volunteered to test it. Remove the cannon and ammo stockpile, then vigorously tenderize the meat with a heavy mallet. Stir-fry with caramelized onions and figwort sprouts. Spoon over a steaming bowl of fluffy white rice and douse with chili sauce. Doodlebug. That's what your name. You're not Fartbug. Ep15, Flintbug family. While life forms that excrete foul musks to warn of danger are not rare, Bug is the only species known to release flatulence when active above the ground. It wasn't enough since it's merely releasing the gas created by the decay of the contents of the creature's intestines. It does not have a special muscle-producing organ, meaning the creature is in fact merely flatulating. Spectral analysis of the rank gas indicates it contains not only methane, hydrogen sulfide as well, making the flatulence a grade 13 biohazard. Looking for a phrase that will surprise and delight your guests? This aroma may surprise your guests, but it won't be delightful. Bumbling snitch bug. Okay. Scarpenia dufenia. Scarpanid family. Is there any, like, in the actual animal kingdom, or I guess plant kingdom, assuming that they're both named the same, which I think they are, sort of like with the Latin, I think, names. Are there any of, like, in real life that have, like, odd names like Dufinium or Dufinia? This is a variety of snitch bug. Its most interesting characters is that it likes to switch snitch leaders. Yet barring wanton carelessness or incompetence, leaders are not easily captured. Any leader caught by this creature is clearly an idiot, which is why this creature is known as the exposing snitch bug. Several known varieties of snitch bugs, but research has stagnated despite it being such an interesting species. Well, yeah, if you get caught by it and called an idiot, which Almer and Louis both have been, that would explain why. Remove the wings and discard the remainder of the beast. Enjoy the luxurious wafer-thin wings with fine water dimple caviar. Careening dirigibug. Flotillum Circus Maximus. Dirigibug family. The creature floats effortlessly through the air using gas-filled balloons. Both its appearance and its nature are antagonistic, and it is the only variant of its species in the ecosystem. It may be best to consider the possibility that it is somehow wandered into the ecosystem from an entirely alien one. Probably proof does not exist at this point, but that is how the creature is currently classified. Pull up the balloon-like air sacs, mince the meaty abdomen, and shape it into small cakes. Pan-sear the cakes until crusted, but be careful not to overcook the delicate meat. When ready to serve, garnish the plate with the vibrant air sacs. Even the most discerning dinner guests will be dazzled by the colorful presentation. Caustic Dweevil. Mandarachnia sulfurnid. Dweevil family. The caustic dweevil is one member of an insect family known for mimicking objects by carrying them on their backs. Several points of differentiation with other members of the species have been confirmed, such as body color and behavioral patterns, but none of these suggest major deviations in the creature's genetic structure. This makes it clear that this is relative of the family. Attacked by enemies, the caustic dweevil spits out bodily fluids in response. Spacesuits corrode and oxidize when they come in contact with this highly acidic liquid. Pikmin, meanwhile, don't really care. Inedible. Effects of consumption include uncontrollable arm flailing and enthusiastic dishwashing. Oh. That would have actually been useful a couple days ago. Volatile Dweevil. Mandarachnia explodus. Dweevil family. The volatile dweevil is one member of an insect family known for mimicking objects and carrying them on their backs. The new family exhibits the most unusual characteristic whereby the creature's behavioral patterns actually change based upon the object the creature carries on its back. Volatile dweevil has one of the most potent attacks of all species within the dweevil family, due to its habit of carrying explosive devices. Approach with caution and or body armor. You might notice if you look at it, I'm pretty sure it has like a B, like a caution or a B type of coloration, like black, yellow. This scorching species combusts upon contact with the tongue, only edible by that adventurous and asbestos-tongued. Doesn't that give you cancer, asbestos? Unmarked spectralids. Unmarked spectralids. Finestari prismatis, flitterbee family. When strolling through the forests of this planet, clouds of these creatures are seen dancing overhead. Like flower petals drifting in the breeze, the sight of flitterbees dancing in the lush green undergrowth is unforgettable. Flitterbee collectors drool over specimen sample boxes lined up in order, highlighting the slight color gradation changes from blue to red to yellow. Such items fetch particularly high prices at auction. Spectrals don't provide a lot of meat, but exquisitely elegant wings are surprisingly tasty, particularly when expertly prepared with a sweet candy glaze. Hello, Mamuda. unknown family. This imbalanced, asymmetrical arms of the Mamuta are among its most notable features. Feeding on seeds and fruits, the Mamuta is known to actually sow and grow plant species. While the species have exhibited seed-bearing behavior for the purpose of storage, it is the only species so far known to actually cultivate fields of plants. So I guess they're what's maybe left of humans? Inedible. Tastes like chicken. Figwort. Scrophilia xenomium. Figwort family. This plant offers an excellent example of a non-native species introduced into the ecosystem by some unknown method. Upon introduction, it quickly established a foothold, adapted to the new habitat. This plant's succinct flowers usually exhibit a stunning blue color in early spring, and Fielrest has recorded those displaying a deep red hue. Though this may represent a subtle deviation in genetics of the species, coloration is much more likely an anomaly. So it might be, I don't remember, it might be like Hydrangea, how they depend on the acidity and basicity of their plant, the pH of their soil, not the plant. Additional readings suggest no significant atmospheric or solar radiation changes have occurred, because I'm leaving open the possibility that soil composition and mineral deposits may affect petal colorization, like I said. The titillating ingredient tastes impossibly fresh, but you must cook it immediately after picking. If you don't, it'll go bad within minutes. Glow stem. Nocturnia illuminati. Glowcat family. Although they are obviously unrelated, the glowstem bears a striking resemblance to the streetlights on Hakatate. It is highly possible that glowstems could be a relic of some unknown civilization beyond the scope of our imagination. Inedible. Known effects include uncontrollable episodes of impromptu breakdancing. Shoot. Unknown family. It's a tree. It's a young shoot of some kind, but what kind of tree does species does it belong to? Then what shape will it take when it matures and grows to full height? Unfortunately, we are only able to obtain information from our portable scanners on a select few of the countless numbers of species we've encountered. Even if our expedition yields only a few observations on the life we encounter, so it'll provide a better understanding of this bizarre planet. Inedible, and yet strangely delicious. My favorite boss. Man-at legs. Man-at legs. Pseudorachnia neveronia. Arachnorm family. Species of the arachnorm family fused with machinery at a crucial point in the maturation process, with the ability to fire energy bursts from the launcher beneath its orbular torso. The man-at legs itself is not in control of this weapon, so the mechanical portions of the structure appear to be automatically acquire and attack targets. Man-at legs has a gentle disposition. As a member of the arachnorm species, no natural enemies. It's particularly difficult to understand why the species would develop such awesome offensive capabilities. Somewhere among the scientific community, there was a machinery that approached arachnorm and proposed a symbiotic relationship. Okay, so far so good with the recording. Although the meat is a bit on the metallic side, it'll make some mouth-watering gravy or lubricative vinaigrette. I'll take your word for it. Okay, you've collected the Frigid series. Chase away winter doldrums with this festive set. But we will start at the beginning. If we can find the beginning. Where is the damn beginning? In the beginning? I don't actually know where the beginning is. I will take the courage reactor as the beginning. Thirst activator. How odd. When I gaze at this puzzling pattern, I have a vision of nature. At first I thought this planet's ecosystem was alien and natural, but I've learned to fully appreciate its beauty. However, it can't compare to the stunning natural landscape of Hakatate, but I can return to my homeland soon. Root Knuckles. Uncharted planets like this are often teeming with hazardous fauna. They're usually nearby to defend me, but there are times when I need to lay down the law with my own hands. For example, if a creature were to try to eat me, I have to beat it down. I dream about that all the time. Repugnant appendage. This aromatic object secretes a tangy odor that could knock out a bullblacks, yet it was eaten by one. I'm with a ship on this one. I don't want to touch it either, but I must. For the sake of the company and my family, I must summon the strength to carry on. Stellar orb. The technology beyond this impressive gadget is totally unknown to my people. It appears to replicate the intense solar beams of the sun. Space exploration has given me a skill superpower. Maybe I'll use this orb to catch a few rays. Okay, Joy Receptacle. Today we ventured across the plains to reach a cold cavern, meaning to spelunk. Pikmin and the Pikmin have had a hard time coping with the bitter cold. They're real troopers. Somehow they summoned the strength to carry this box, so I hope it's full of treasure. Be satisfied with the decorative outer shell of this rectangle. It is more endearing since you can't see what's inside. Being able to open it makes it all the more special. In reality, it is empty. Okay. But that's it for this episode of Reading, Pikmin 2 style. So if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. See ya!